Let's go on a little walk. I'll take you with me. Just a couple of little things to explain, and we'll be on the road. My house here on the corner, and back there is Ivan and his wife. They've done a ton of work to their house. Over here is Antonio, kind of my favorite neighbor, although the Carlos and Maria here, I think I like them a great deal also. But I'm gonna take a little walk with you. This will be kind of patchy. I'm going to take a lot of little pieces of video and talk with you as I go. My little village here is called Alhambra, and it's a lot of streets. I won't be able to walk all of the streets continuously with you, but you can see a good part of it. This place here has a new driveway. They're doing a lot of work inside and out. The little house here with the Ford has had a lot of work, and I think it has a new owner, and so I'm very pleased about that. You can see how our houses are kind of bundled together irregularly. There is a nice lady here in the second house that has something I want to buy. It's an old piece of furniture. Oh, look at her front garden has changed. Look at that cactusy thing up there, like a maguey or something. She used to be the administrator woman here, and she has a nice little backyard. Well, her backyard here is kind of storage, but there's something in there that I want. And this house has had a lot of remodeling also. In case you're wondering, over the wall on the left, I'm too far away to get a really good view of this, is a thing called huele de noche, or huele a noche. I think it's jasmine. This is what I call the dreaded the dreaded Virginia creeper, although here it doesn't have the destructive effect that I had with it. It is lovely for a wall like this. Isn't that wonderful? It's too bad I was just apologizing that I'm in the heat of day. I had planned to come out here like 8 o'clock this morning, and now it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun is out, which is a thing, but I was really hoping to catch the mood of the shady, soft, rainy morning, and I failed to do that. This is my favorite house. They have an enormous backyard. They've taken advantage of the irregular shape of our properties, and the little village is actually on the side of a hill, and we have the shape of a long triangle. And there's my house down the hill there, the white car, with the palm tree over to the side. This neighbor has such a pretty front yard. I'm sorry to see this neighbor has moved away and they are renting the house. This is one of our little public parks. One of the guys, I think he's probably the oldest of the gardeners. He works at the Topiary Bougainvillea. I think he told me he was 68. I'm gonna go over here. Whoops, I almost fell down. Another view. My house is down there, out of sight, but it's down there. Just a really nice combination of things. All kinds of cactus and maguey. I don't know if this is maguey. I think so. Yeah, it's a version of maguey. And the two houses here in this corner have a collaboration front garden. And it's just quite nice, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? I think it's just gorgeous. So pretty. A neighbor up here is building a new cover for his patio. I'm anxious to see it when it's done. There coming into view is the little shack, the guardhouse, you might say. Vigilancia, we call it here. Over here to my left is Gabby's office. And behind her office, all of this actually is the maintenance building. We have trash back there. The maintenance guys have the shop. All kinds of goodies. If you need something, let them know and they'll help you or find something to make your project work. There's Jose checking in a visitor. Wiz is one of the cities. There's Gabby over there. Wiz is one of our internet providers. Here at Alhambra we have both Telmex and Wiz. Just those two. There are others throughout the city. When visitors or vendors come here, they have to stop and tell us who they are and why they're here. Perhaps they're here for a certain house or just for a job to do. If my friends come, for example, they will have to say my name and my house number, and then the guys here will call me to say, hey, did you expect Rodi or Alejandro or Luis? And I say, yeah, that's fine, let him in. Sometimes they are required to leave a driver's license or ID. Such as here, this little place here is where they might leave. Now that is, those happen to be cleaning ladies that visit on a regular basis. But I think everybody who visits has to leave some sort of ID.
¿Listo? ¿Listo? ¿Qué digo?
Okay. Ven.
Hola.
Agárralo.
Pues Sumara, soy yo.
Viene.
Ah, es mí.
Look inside.
José.
Saludos. Jose y yo. Gregorio Mario.
Gregory.
I guess so.
That's Gregory house and Jose.
What are we doing today? ¿Qué hacemos? ¿Te portas bien?
Bien.
Are you good? All right.
Very good.
Very good.
This is Jose. He sometimes works, sometimes he's just lazy. Flojo.
Muy
Sleepy.
trabajador yo.
Oh, yeah, well, sometimes.
Huevón. En
Huevón.
Spanish. Huevón. Well,
No, he does a lot of things here. He helps a lot of people like me in their projects. Doesn't matter what.
Ay,
He can
ya
probably
se
do
apagó,
it.
wait, wait.
No está bien. Está negro. No importa. Bueno. He has helped me with a lot of my projects, giving me advice. At first, to tell me if I can do it or not, and then later, Mauro's not paying attention. Okay, and then he does a lot of work for me. Lots of stuff, right?
Lazy, man.
Okay.
Muy trabajador yo.
Yeah, he says he's a really good worker. Yeah.
Sometimes.
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 Okay. Okay, gracias.
Sometimes work, sometimes he's just lazy. Me too. Huevón.
Okay. Muy trabajador yo. Yeah, he says he's a really good worker. Yeah. Sometimes.
This is Cecilia, but she's gone today. Good friend. I like Cecilia a lot. Jose tells me there are 3 houses here with swimming pools. I have not seen that, but I suppose it's true. I mean, have to believe him. These guys know everybody. Let's go up this street. Kind of steep. And the trees here are just lovely. We have tabachine, which sometimes is known as Poinciana or flamboyant. And yeah, there's just a lot of green here. It's like living in a little forest. Right now there is a new tree coming into bloom. I have one right there ahead of me in the orange. And every house has a certain degree of garden space, and sometimes it's really nicely done, sometimes not, but my favorite house has to be this one with the really nice second floor balcony. Isn't that beautiful? And over there, this guy has a 3-car garage. I am told that it's a swimming pool and an office, but I don't know. And a little cabin house, kind of a little, oh, what am I thinking? A little house down here. Charming. That's a really neat little corner up there. They have some interesting landscaping and a clever little porch storage. Interesting little front patio. And down here is one of my favorite people. I don't remember her name. I can never remember it. But she has the house down here at the end. And she's an elderly lady, frail, very thin, but just energetic as well, frail and energetic, I don't know. But she's just a little skinny thing and she loves to walk around. So I see her everywhere. She is a recent resident. Came here sort of to please her kids. This whole little village is so interesting because there are, well, the irregularity is what makes it interesting. Every house is kind of the same but different at the same time. Look at that. What can I tell you? We are approaching the topmost part of the property. I've been climbing uphill a lot and down, but mostly uphill. And this is house number 1 over here. House 2 by the white Camry. But 1 is in the corner. And by the way, there's a kitty. The white house there and the tan one next to it are very new additions to the property next to us. And there's the kitty cat. Okay, kitty cat. I won't bother you. Anyway, that's kind of the walkabout. I started at my house, which is 118. I went downhill to 140. Back up around to the gate, and then to the top. We're at the top. And I think one or both of these 2 houses ahead of me are now for sale. I have noticed no cars, but there's no sign either. Maybe I just come by the wrong time of day. It's hard to know, but that's very nice, isn't it? I like the blackened window. I think I'm going to do that with my house. Isn't that pretty? A lot of variety, and oh, I've got one of those. That's so nice.